Good day, everyone. Today's 10 interesting facts is on the Romulan D'Deridex class ship. When we first saw this ship on Star Trek TNG in the episode The Neutral Zone, I thought it looked amazing. Not only amazing, but powerful. So we'll get to see this class of ship to see exactly how powerful the ship was. Now, let's get into it. Number 1. The D'Deridex class Warbird was classified as a battlecruiser by Starfleet. Using a forced quantum singularity as a power source and the latest in Romulan cloaking technology, the D'Deridex was not only the most advanced vessels in the Romulan Star Empire, but also in the Alpha Quadrant. These warbirds were roughly twice as long as a Federation Galaxy-class starship, with a lower overall maximum warp. Number 2. The outboard plan of the Warbird's design incorporated a unique horizontal split shell hull design, with a prominent forward section. The bulk of the ship's overall size was incorporated in the open shell, which resembled two separate wings that met at either side of the warp nacelles, at the tail and off the neck, which was connected to the head or primary forward hull section. The head featured the bridge, main engineering, and majority of the primary weapon systems of the vessel. Number 3. The primary directed energy weapons array of a warbird was located in its head and consisted of a disruptor array capable of firing both beams and pulses, which also appears to have been shared by a torpedo launcher. Some warbirds were also known to have been equipped with phasers. 3 additional weapon arrays were located, one each along top of the upper neck support, along the bottom of the lower neck support, and at the tip of the nose. Number 4. Like earlier Romulan ships, D'Deridex class warships were equipped with cloaking devices, which protected them from detection in most evasive situations. Like all cloaking devices, the D'Deridex class would utilize them when in defensive or combat situations. As was the case with virtually all cloaking devices, the Warbird could not have its shields and cloak active at the same time. Cloaked warbirds radiated a slight subspace variance at warp speeds. Therefore, ships traveling at speeds above warp 6 ran a much greater risk of being detected through their cloak. There were other unconventional means to penetrate the warbird's cloak. One of the most effective methods of doing so, pioneered by the Dominion, was to use an anti-proton beam scan, which proved to be very effective in almost every situation in which it was used. While traveling under cloak, all electromagnetic emissions, including communications, aboard a warbird were carefully monitored. Number 5. The fact that a typical D'Deridex class warbird used a forced quantum singularity as its power source gave the ship some vulnerabilities. If that system was not functioning perfectly or was damaged even slightly, it might have shown through the cloak as a magnetic disturbance of some kind. The destruction of the engine core of a warbird usually led to the complete destruction of the entire ship. The use of a confined singularity limited the warbird's overall maximum speed. For a warbird to match the top speed of a Galaxy-class starship, it needed to exceed its maximum engine output by 30%. Doing this would typically cause the warbird's warp drive to sustain a lot of damage. Number 6. The warbird was equipped with at least one tractor beam, located in the forward section of the warbird, specifically in the lower neck. Number 7. The primary color scheme aboard a warbird was distinctively beige, green, gray, or teal. Due to the extreme size of warbirds, these vessels were littered with numerous long corridors. Number 8. The design of the main bridge of a warbird shared numerous similarities to both Klingon and Federation starship counterparts. Located in the front of the bridge against the forward bulkhead was the ship's main view screen. Directly behind this and to the left was the location of the pilot's console, which contained helm and possibly navigation functions. In some ships, the pilot stood at his console, and in others, the pilot was allowed a chair. To the right of the pilot's position was a station sometimes held by the executive officer. This console had access to the ship's weapon systems. The command chair was located near the rear of the bridge on a raised platform. Around the perimeter of the command chair were various stations. Major variations in bridge design included a side-by-side seating arrangement for the commander and subcommander. Number 9. Adjacent to the bridge was the commander's ready room or command center. Although appearing to be varied by ship, one style included, but was not limited to, a large desk and couch with removable table and a window that provided a view of the outside of the ship, such as showing a perspective of space when the vessel was in a normal environment. In some cases, ready rooms functioned as command centers and included monitors and display consoles. This allowed the commander to monitor the control of ship or fleet activities without actually being on the bridge. The wardroom was the conference or officer's room connected to the main bridge by a set of doors. Its function was similar to that of an observation lounge, but also served as the dining area for the ship's senior officers. The procedure room aboard a warship was a starkly lit chamber with a chair at one end of the room and with various movable pieces of equipment positioned around it. And a shuttle bay was located 2 decks down from the ship's C deck in Section 25. This area was large enough to contain at least one Starfleet runabout. Number 10. The engine room section was located at the ventral base of the forward head of the Warbird. Its layout was similar to that of a Galaxy-class starship, with primary situation stations in the center of the room and associated consoles along the walls surrounding the room. One outstanding difference between the main engineering of a Warbird and other Romulan ships was the absence of a large antimatter-matter reactor core. In place of this bulky component, Romulans had a wall compartment which contained the quantum singularity engine core. The crew's quarters aboard a warship were located on the ship's C deck. They were sparsely furnished, with a table and chairs in the center of the floor and a set of bunk beds incorporated into the walls. Crew quarters could also have force fields integrated in and around their bulkheads. Variations are known to have included a bed fully detached from the wall and a sink with mirror along the far left wall from the entryway. I do hope you liked this video and that you got to learn a little bit something about the D'Deridex class Romulan ship. If you liked this video, give it a like and perhaps subscribe to the channel so you can get more of these videos as they come out. Take care and have a great day.